The strong storms and winds that have hit Chile since the beginning of the week have left more than 2,100 homes damaged, some completely destroyed, and some 8,000 affected in the central and southern regions of the country, where the authorities declared a disaster zone due to the potential risks derived from extreme weather conditions. The regions of Bío Bío and Ñuble in the south are the hardest hit and were going through on Wednesday the worst day of the frontal system that arrived in the country last Monday. The Ministry of Education suspended classes throughout the Bío Bío region and several other surrounding communes until Friday, which translates into 1,351 closed educational centers nationwide. At the same time, nearly 7,000 people were affected by the flooding and damage caused by the torrential rains, which also caused damage to infrastructure, falling trees, landslides, blocking streets and roads, and the overflowing of rivers, reported the National Disaster Prevention and Response Service. Many victims were relocated to shelters while others have found refuge in the homes of relatives and friends with fear of the next few hours, since the forecasts point to a new intensification of the rains, whipped by strong cold winds, which have even led to suspensions several railway services that had to cross bridges over other rivers that are threatened by possible overflows. The president of Chile, Gabriel Boric, assured on Wednesday that there will be no shortage of resources to care for all the families that have been affected by the heavy rains in the south-central area of the country, particularly the Bío Bío region, and urged everyone to pay attention to alerts to save lives. Boric asked to respond to the evacuation calls and the alerts from the Emergency Alert System at the Chile and Germany Innovation Summit, in which he participated in the German city of Munich during the last day of his trip to Germany. The responsibility that we do not have fatalities, that the effects are as minor as possible, is shared. From the state we have to fulfill our role. But it is important that the families and people who receive alerts comply with the instructions of the authorities, he emphasized. Boric stated that, despite being on tour in Europe, he has been in permanent contact and coordination with the Minister of the Interior Carolina Toja, and the Undersecretary of the Interior Manuel Monsalve, after declaring the entire Bío Bío region a disaster zone. We continue to monitor and are attentive to new measures that are required in the affected areas, in the affected provinces, and we will be expanding the deployment of authorities and services on the ground, said the Chilean president. Boric stressed that the declaration of a state of catastrophe allows the authorities to have greater resources to be able to help all the affected people and operate more quickly with public services to reach all those affected by the emergency quickly. All local authorities are deployed, and he said that he has commissioned the Minister of Public Works Jessica Lopez and Monsalve to be on the ground and verify that the services are functioning properly. Given the risk due to the increase in river flows, the authorities have issued evacuation alerts for the most exposed residents, such as those who live near the Curinilavu, Piquilo, Lea and Andalian rivers, one of the largest in Bío Bío. Specifically, Senapred stated that the meteorological events have so far left 482 people affected, while another 479 remain isolated and almost 8,000 are without electricity. For the next few hours, the Chilean Meteorological Service indicated that more than 100 millimeters of precipitation are expected for the Bío Bío region and other areas of the center and south of the country, and warned about the intensification of the winds, which will reach gusts of up to 90 kilometers per hour. Starting on Thursday, the storm, called a frontal system, should begin to move towards the north and interior of the country, including the metropolitan region and the capital Santiago, where experts warn of critical situations and for which classes were suspended in several communities as a precaution.